All right, let's go over the try it. So I made a table, and I made a table until I got another whole number. So I had 0, 0 when I plugged in 0. I obviously got 0, so that gave me a whole number. When I plugged in 1, I got 0.75. When I plugged in 2, I got 1.5. When I plugged in 3, I got 2.25. And when I plugged in 4, I got 3. So I kept going until I got a whole number. And that way, I could use those whole numbers to help me find my slope. So when I graphed these, it's kind of hard to see. I'll zoom in a little bit. I got a straight line that went through 0, 0, and I went up 3 over 4 until I got to that next perfect point, which is when it goes through those lines of the graph grid. So I got my m equals 3 over 4. And then for method 2, I used my x1 and y1 as 0, 0, and my x2 and y2 as 4, 3. So 3 minus 1 3 minus 0 gave me 3. 4 minus 0 gave me 4, so I got 3 over 4 both times. So either method works. You can use either one. All right, example 2. The weight y of an object on Titan, one of Saturn's moons, is proportional to the weight of x of the object on Earth. An object that weighs 105 pounds on Earth would weigh 15 pounds on Titan. So write an equation that represents the situation. So we are going to use the point 105 and 15 to help us find the slope of the line. So in order to find the slope of the line, we know that we need an x1, and a y1, but we also need an x2 and a y2. The key here is that it told us that it's proportional. And if it's proportional, it goes through the point 0, 0. So that is our other point. So now we can find the slope by doing our equation y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So we have 0 minus 15 over 0 minus 105, which gives us negative 15 over negative 105. And this simplifies to, I'm going to do this over here, m equals a positive, because a negative divided by a negative is positive. And then we can divide actually by 15 to simplify this fraction. And we get 1 over 7. So this is the slope of our line. So our equation then would be y equals 1 over 7 x. It's my dog, sorry guys. So how much would a chunk of ice that weighs 3.5 pounds on Titan weigh on Earth? So we know that our y is going to be 3.5. That's our outcome. Is going to be equal to 1/7 of x. So a seventh of what is on Earth. And so this means we now need to solve for x, which means I draw my line. Whenever I have a fraction, I multiply both sides by the opposite. So the flipped fraction, the reciprocal, and I get 24.5 equals x, because these canceled out. So it would weigh 24.5 pounds on Earth would give us 24.5 pounds on Earth will give us 3.5 pounds on Titan. So now I want you to try.